So I remember talking to you about like fucking Slaughter, um, when you basically originally went to Rouge, and you're like, well, if some guy went to talk to my woman instead of me, he'd be get slapped by two people. Didn't you go to Rouge?
Go to Rouge when?
So when everybody got together, you said in the stream when I did the one on Rouge that it was your idea. But
It was my idea to get everybody together to talk to you about what happened. Yes.
that's why you see the confusion here then.
The difference is, Anthony, this wasn't about issues concerning relationships. This is about the entirety of the group concerning predator busting. This is not an individual circumstance or situation. This is a group that you work with, so this is a group that needs to discuss this with you.
Okay, I asked in private. It was on the it again while I'm at work and I have shit to mull over in my head. I was like, well,
Well, I mean, you're not going to get the answers unless you ask, right?
yeah, yeah, that works. And I'm sitting there thinking, my main question is, so I'm like, what if you get what if you get an answer you don't like? And I'm like, maybe don't ask. And I'm like,
I
no,
mean, if you
that was
if
good.
you
No, that's
if
fine.
you don't if you don't get it if you get an answer you don't like, then we talk about it.
Okay.
It's that simple. Again, and I keep having to say this, I'm not Vita. It's not how I'm going to operate.
Well, there's a pretty big wide range of being a douchebag before you get to Vita.
True,
There's-
but let's be honest. Vita also encompassed literally all of them.
well, yes. Just because he has a doctorate in being a douchebag, among other things, um, you can definitely shit the bed before going into that. And I don't know, that was one of the ones that stuck in my head, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And
Yeah, in the
yeah,
context of
oddly
but
enough, yeah, it'd be on my head the whole day at work. I'd get home, the minute I'd sit in bed, my level of urgency to talk about it would just go right in the ground because I'm like, I'm at home, I'm comfortable.
I mean, I'm the same way on the road, man. Whenever I'm driving, like I'll be like, I need to jot this idea down, or I really want to draw this thing. I sit down in a chair. I'm like, I don't want to do anything.
Well, well, no, it's not even that. It's like this is really pissing me off because I'm somewhere I'm not happy, and then I get to somewhere where like everything's cool, and I'm like, I suddenly the amount of level that I give a shit just goes.
Oh
I'm like,
Lord.
yeah, and I just remember sitting at work, and I normally able to be pretty cordial, but like the last 2 hours I just had like a sour scowl, and I'm like, I hope I'm not treating anybody like shit right now. It's just not. uh, there, a lot of these people are nice enough, not all of them, but and I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time, per se. But sometimes if you give somebody a death glare, they take it personal, obviously. And I was like, yeah, I should probably say something. There, I had fallen with shit like BronyCon 2017 said that one time you looked at me like you wanted to murder me, and I was like, I'm just tired. It was the first day running from the airport to there, and sometimes you just have like a really bitter look on your face, and I was like, there's nothing I could do about that one, but I was like, I'll ask Leo about this. um I guess for anybody who's like, oh, he just wants to save himself, I was like, the minute you made it, are we still friends?
To a point, yes, but
I'll take
Anthony,
that. I'll
what you
take
did,
that.
okay.
Yeah, like that.
Again, Anthony, hold on, Anthony. I actually wound up getting into an argument with people
All right.
because I don't think you need to be treated to the extent that they want to treat you. You're not a predator.
Oh, they already did.
You did,
You missed the point there, Leo.
no, I
They
didn't.
already wanted to do that to begin with, and this was a convenient time to hop on that like a rat on its.
Regardless, the point was made that it's not okay, and there's no real reason for it.
But that's the group mentality over there. Like you could bitch about it, but you can't change fucking. This is how this crew rolls.
No,
That's
but what we can do is we can either adjust and get that corrected, or those people who are causing that problem can go find another group to be stupid in.
okay. Well, again, what's the tale of Sisyphus and the boulder or whatever the hell?
Rolling it up, yep. Rolling it up the hill, just have to do it again.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Anthony. It's not the first time I've ever taken on tasks that are somewhat detrimental to me because I have a moral obligation to look at literally any of the kids I've interacted with.
like it's not like virtual signaling again when you told me like how you felt about things, and then we had that civil discussion. I just was like, yeah, I feel okay. It's um I've been aware where some people I felt were a little too nice about the conversation, other people who just wouldn't hear me out, and I think this was a good even ground. um I don't know, when you said to some point, I'm like, I'm not asking to go bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah. um I Part of the reason why I think I'm isolated is because I'll be honest with you. I guess I got turned into like a elitist prick with my preferred people.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I hung out with the funniest, most likable group that I had, and then I ended up pissing them off. So there you go.
Well, I, unlike some people, I don't think that even Pool Guy said this. Anthony is not, beyond some form of redemption. That he hasn't done something so unforgivable that you should kick him to the curb permanently, forever, for every aspect of everything until the end of time. That's an assessment that I agreed with then, and I agree with now. The main issue was the predator hunting, the predator busting, and whatnot. If
Oh,
you want
well,
to just shoot me at,
we had that civil discussion already where
yeah,
I'm like, if you're asking me to step down on that could have been done way easier. Like you could have been like, we'd like you to turn in your badge, you're not to do that shit anymore, and that would have been it. I'd have been like, okay, cool. Like fucking I had to be nagged by Rouge to like, hey, look and fucking shut up, liberal. Hey, look at this tweet here. You haven't been paying attention. It I wasn't glued to it by any stretch of the imagination. And when I freaking had this dumbass called Rustic Shine, your life's over. I'm like, I've been putting out like fucking a stream every other week recently. Now, if you want to say when I was doing like fucking full length videos like 3-5 times a week or whatever the fuck, that was life, sure, the time and effort. But now, no. I I wouldn't say this isn't really nearly as big of a thing. It does lose. It sucks. I have less people to talk to, but no, this isn't like. It wasn't something that I was gonna be like, how dare you tell me? Did you think that was coming?
no.
Okay, that's why I was a little confused. You can't tell me out of my dead cold. Okay, I have said that to other people. I have absolutely said that to, I think, like, what, Purple Tinker and a bunch of other predators and dipshits and shit, but I wasn't going to give you this speech about out of my dead cold hands. Fuck. Which, if I did, I wouldn't be all that motivated to do much anyways.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
But
no.
no, if we did the stream, it had to be pretty quick because I'm supposed to be handling something else
Well,
here
I,
very, very soon.
well, I technically got this recorded. If that's okay. We didn't
I
say
mean,
anything incriminating, I don't think.
I'll stand behind anything I said.
Okay,
I
cool.
will.
I was like, all right, I feel like I kept this fucking even keel. I didn't get into a shootout with Leo, and then people are like, oh, look, and they can't handle anything right. Oddly enough, this is one of those things in the back of my head. Probably, I saw a tweet from Lucia's dumbass freaking therapy Rudy's friend, where he's like, "Oh, doesn't associate with Anthony anymore." That didn't last long. Um, I I don't know. I don't remember your exact wording. It was one of those things that popped into my head.
Whether or not that was my exact wording, if it's in relation to this, it probably needs to be clarified more, which I may have done on the stream. I can't remember if I did or not. But I don't care what that idiot says.
No, I
She's
well,
friends with the literal pedophile. Why would I
okay, yeah.
care?
I like it. It has more weight when more people point that out, and I remember mentioning to Lucy, I was like, "Hey, if you ditch the predator, you might be able to make some friends." I've looked through that dipshit extensively, and as far as I could tell, besides liking the wrong kind of artwork, they're not specifically doing anything wrong. And I went through it with a fairly fine tooth comb, at least on Twitter. I'm prepared to be corrected on that if someone finds something. I don't know. I was fairly fair with a lot of people. I do lose my shit when I feel like I kind of get fucking dealt a bad hand. If that fucking disqualifies me, that disqualifies me. That's fine.
All right. So, anything else you want to go over here?
No, that's good. I appreciate it, man. Take care.
Are you? Hold on, real quick. Are you free to do the stream on say Thursday?
I mean, this pretty much knocked it all out, didn't it?
Oh, okay. I mean, the thing is, like, one of the main parts of the stream was to address the fact that people are making really stupid commentary to you. So, since you're recording this, let me go ahead and
Yep.
say this. Uh, if you people are criticizing Anthony because he had a call with a predator, where have you been the past almost 3 years? He's always tried to get the predator side of things. If you want to make the argument, maybe he was too chill with Vita, that's a valid criticism. But he's
Wait,
always tried to bring. Go ahead.
hold. Go back and watch the performance major call.
That too, but not just that. Like the argument of why'd you bring Vita on? You waited a year and a half and finally got Toon Critic on. So why are they mad at you about Vita too?
Yeah, and I'd point that shit out. I admit I said this because I'm being a hateful, spiteful shit when Mon's like, oh, he's just taking advantage of Mint. Yeah, that's why you got your doctorate out of a Cracker Jack box. If you want to
Well,
talk shit, then I'm going to talk shit back. Yeah, I think
well,
that's fair.
just so you're aware, Monstrous is ready, willing, and able to mix it up with you anytime you want. So
She misrepresented the truth, so I'm taking her credibility into the fucking shit house there. There you go.
I told Mint.
Isn't that the same thing I got called out for?
There's a difference between Monstrous reading into a situation beyond that she was not aware of and making a flatly false
I
statement.
looked at that picture and I didn't save it because I didn't feel comfortable, nor did I feel like it should have been on my computer.
Yeah, but again, you said that there was a sexualized picture of a kid. It wasn't sexualized, Anthony.
Okay.
But yeah, Monstrous is willing to mix it up with you whenever you want. If you
Sure.
want. It's up to you.
I didn't block her.
No, but just again, continuing on here. Um,
Nor have I talked to Mint since then, I think.
oh, and we all told Mint not to go on the freaking stream anyways.
I wasn't itching to go with Mint. It was one of those ones where I was like, lol, they're going to be mad that everybody's showing up to watch this now, but I'm not
Also,
like...
I want to address this since if you're going to put this out. Look,
Good.
I see people like spiraling into downvoting your video and commenting on stuff being really derogatory. I've seen before he deleted his channel, I saw Vita's comments. So and plenty, there were like 2 or 3 that flat out called him a predator. They weren't gone. So either you guys aren't consistent in the fact that you'll attack a predator on the same level you will somebody who pissed me off, or he deleted some and not all. And frankly, if I'm seeing you guys take the piss more out of Anthony than any other predator we've done, I'm disappointed in you. That's all I had to say on that one.
It's always been a popularity contest. Shit, dude. Why is this a shock?
No, it's more the fact that like
it's literally a chat of r slash fucking what was it r slash nice guys. I'm
it doesn't
pissed off
matter. The point is like, why are they more focused on you than they have every single predator we put out? Go dick with them or something, man. Vita was on Twitter for the better part of a year after he got outed, and very rarely did people mix it up with him. It's just like, really sad.
Again, you can call this sour grapes. I'm sure a lot of them are be like, well, we gave him a chance, and I'm like, it's not like I went ahead after I ended up being right about fucking Vita and went through each person and pointed out how I was fucking right about that situation. I got in an argument with the ex originally when she's like, well, you were wrong about the pink mist thing, and I was like, what I'm suggesting kind of lines up with what fucking Mint said, so I feel that my theory may well be true.
The argument about the pink mist thing was you should have waited until we had done more research and gotten a hold of pink mist before you said anything publicly, because that would have saved you a lot of face. I will not argue that your assumption came from a fairly rational point because Vita had
Originally,
it.
my critiques about that is like for someone who's a literal walking erection that wants to fuck everything that moves, and I had that whole group like defending. No, that's not V. At least not today. He's not like that at all. I could have absolutely have been a petty asshole and gone, that's their credibility shot right there.
Anthony, I gotta go. That other thing's starting right now.
All right, Godspeed.